Hello, traders. It is Tuesday, April 14th, and we're about 2.5 hours into trading. You'll be able to see the market on the very right edge here. I'm going to give you a quick tour of my new website. You can see there are three things that we provide: research, technology, and education. We provide research to swing traders and to day traders with specific trade ideas, exact entry and exit instructions. So as you scroll down, you'll be able to see that. You'll be able to click here and read more about it. Throughout the homepage, you'll see the opportunity to sign up for the free trial. Our technology is incredible. It all starts with the searches. These are the stocks that the platform delivers to us. Option Stalker looks for relative strength, heavy volume, earnings, lots and lots of criteria. Our proprietary indicators, charting, order entry. As you scroll down, you'll learn more about the educational opportunities, which, by the way, we don't charge anything extra for education. I want you to learn this systematic approach. I want to give you every opportunity to become a better trader. So whether you sign up for our products or not, you'll be able to access all of our education, little information about me, and some testimonials. You'll also notice at the top of the website the pricing button. There are two distinct products that we offer. Option Stalker, that is for swing traders. Fantastic for end of day analysis, and it includes the weekly swing trading video that I publish on Wednesday nights. And you'll be able to go in and use Option Stalker. With one click, you can route those trades to your broker. So very, very easy, as low as $499 per year. That's less than $10 for the weekly video. Plus, you get Option Stalker with all the end of day searches. Option Stalker does not include the chat room. It does not include some of the day trading searches, and it also does not include some of the search variables on a very short term time frame. But you don't need those if you're a swing trader, and you'll notice that it's half the price of Option Stalker Pro. As you scroll down the pricing page, you'll see the distinction between Option Stalker and Option Stalker Pro, and there's a video here that you can watch that'll give you all the details of what's included in this version. So I hope that you come in, take the free trial. Again, you'll see the free trial listed everywhere on the website. Simply register, and you do have to have an account with one of these brokers to be able to have the real-time order entry interface. We're going to set you up with Option Stalker Pro. Even though you may not need all those features if you're a swing trader, we want everyone to have access to everything that we do. Come in and take a look at the chat room, see us do these trades, which incidentally, I'm going to go into the chat room and I want to show you my trades from earlier today. I posted them. You can see Goldman Sachs up $1.34. That was a short early on. Roku, I made $1 on the long side. That's a plus in front of it. JPM, I was short that, made 35 cents. DE made $1 on that short. Ally made 20 cents on that short. Cheap stock, $15 stock, so that's a nice gain. ZS, long, 35-cent gain. OKTA, 54-cent gain. Lots of really nice, beefy winners today. If I didn't do these trades in the chat room, I'd be getting a lot of flack from my members. But if I were to scroll back, you would be able to see all of my entries so far today. And you can see a lot of the commentary right in here with timestamps. So this is the real deal. These are real trades, and our members did great today. They were all over a lot of fantastic trades. So this is the chat room. I wanted to make sure that you're able to see those trades because I'm going to show you how the market's set up this morning. So we had this nice big gap higher through the prior day's high, in fact, through the high from 2 days ago as well. And the market continued to march higher. We had this long green candle right here, and I let everyone in the chat room know, careful, careful, careful here. This is possibly going to be a buying climax, and we have to watch very carefully because you'll notice that the 1OP indicator is telling us to be very, very careful. This is a huge spike, and we've got a cross right here, not over here, not over here, not over here, no, right here. While this top is being formed, the indicator is telling us we need to be very, very careful. And that's the beauty of the 1OP indicator. It is anticipatory. It is not reactive. So it is predicting price movement. So once we had that signal here, we needed to wait for a little bit of price confirmation, which we got. out of this broken uptrend line on an M5 basis and a couple of red candles. As I told members in the chat room, I said we have to be very careful here. If that opening from that long red candle fails, then we need to start favoring the short side. So that's exactly what happened on that candle. There's the opening from that long green candle. That was the support level that needed to hold. It did not. It failed. And that was the warning sign that told us that we should start considering taking bearish trades. So we started to get short. And here are the stocks that I shorted. I'm going to go into a 5-minute chart. I'll show you what made those so attractive. And you can see right here. We'll go into Goldman Sachs first of all. So as the market was moving higher, I'm going to do an SPY overlay. Market moving higher, higher, higher. What did Goldman Sachs do? Lower, lower, lower. Beautiful short. So right up in here, as we're starting to crest, I'm starting to short Goldman Sachs. Bottom fell out. Had my profit set, my target profit set. JPM was another nice short. This actually came up on one of our earnings searches. I think later today I'm going to have to do an earnings related video because there are so many ways to trade earnings and option stalker. I can't possibly do them all in this video. So we have after earnings strong and after earnings weak. You can see after earnings strong, J&J was on this search right out of the gate and I missed it. So you had the market running higher, you had the stock breaking out to a new high of the day. That is a beautiful move. Didn't catch that one, but others did. You could also look at which stocks had bearish earnings reactions. After earnings, bearish. Didn't have anything on the list today. We've got lots of companies that are going to be releasing earnings in the course of the next few weeks. I am all over earnings. In fact, look at this search right here, pre-earnings options tab. If you trade earnings, which I have to be honest with you, I do not trade earnings. I do not hold over earnings. That's not one of my favorite strategies, but I know that a lot of you do, and that's why I created this table. So these companies will all announce earnings after the close today or before the open tomorrow. This is your last chance to trade them before that earnings announcement. So, for instance, on Bank of America, you can see the expected move is 9%. The average move is 1.6%. The number of times that it's been exceeded. So how many times has that expected move been exceeded in the last 12 quarters? 0. That means that if you're a straddle seller, it's probably going to be a pretty good strategy for you to employ. If you are an option buyer, a premium buyer, you would want to look for a stock like APHA. Don't know how liquid the options are, not very, but here you can see that 66% of the time it tends to exceed the expected move. But you can come in, you can see which companies are going to be announcing, you can see what the expected move is, you can see what the average move is, the times exceeded, you can take a look at the volatility percentage, the open interest on the puts and calls, the at the money implied volatility, and the option liquidity. This is one of many examples of the earnings resources that are available to you. So now that I've gone through all that information, I've told you why we were getting short this morning, and you can see this huge drop off in here, and then we had a cross right here, which told us we want to start looking at long positions. And this is when I bought ZS, I bought OKTA. ZS was a really nice one. I like that stock today, and I think this is one that you can buy today. I think this is one that you can hold overnight. Look at that breakout. Look at that relative strength. And so you can see here, market, gray line, down, 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 down. What's the stock doing? It's holding its own as long as possible, and then it finally caved in right here. But at the first sign of market support, you get this long green bar. Folks, this stock wants to run. Look, it didn't even give back much of the gains. That's the opening right there. Stock runs up here. Market comes all the way back down to its gap. This stock held almost all of those gains. This is exactly the type of setup that we're looking for. I like ZS. So this is going to be one that you can use for day trades. This is one that you can use for swing trades. By the way, yesterday, hey, anybody pick up on that Tesla call that I had put out there? Yesterday I told you in my video, Tesla, I love it for a day trade. I love it for a swing trade. Look at this stock go. Go to the 5-minute chart. Yesterday, 2.5 hours into trading, the stock is somewhere around this $600 level, approximately 2.5 hours into trading. Let's call it 620 just for the heck of it. This stock is up $110 since my video yesterday. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Turn on your notifications. Don't miss these videos. Every single one of them is packed with great trading ideas. So I hope you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I really hope that you bought some Tesla. So what's the market going to do from here? Do we have any other stocks that we can take a look at? Well, let me start with some stocks that might look good here. You can see I've got my 5-minute chart of the SPY. Market's moving higher. This is one of my favorite swing trading searches. You can see lots of great ones. Shop, excellent. We've been in that. Right up on the high of the day. Take a look at that daily chart. Through that horizontal resistance right in there. That looks good. SPCE, I don't know what drives this stock, but it's through this horizontal resistance here. You've got a cup and handle formation right here. It's above the 100-day and 200-day moving average. Still got to get through the 50-day, so got great momentum today. J&J after earnings through that 100-day moving average. Really, really nice move higher. I think that's when you can play. Roku through the 50-day moving average also looks strong. Cup and handle formation through that lip being at about the 50-day moving average, stock on its high of the day. I think Roku probably works really well. JD, trying to get through this horizontal resistance. These are all great for swing trades. Walmart, new all-time high. New all-time high. Relative strength 30. I'm not going to lean on this search very hard right now. Why? Because the market is up. When the market's up, everything is up. It's much easier for us to find relative weakness. So let's go in and see if we can find a stock that's got some relative weakness right now. We're going to go into relative weak 30. Don't have anything coming up on the search. Go into bear run. Not anything. So we just have to be patient and wait for stocks to show up in these searches. And when they do, we'll know that they are weak relative to the market. Let's talk about the market a little bit and see if this populates for us. Actually, I'll take off that D1. I was also looking for a sell signal on D1. And bear run, take a look and see if we've got some bearish stocks in here. Anything. I like to usually go with stocks that are negative on the day. PB, I'm going to go into relative weakness 30. Let's take a look at Boeing. Boeing's probably going to be a decent short today. You can see how it gapped higher, caved in when that market sell-off happened. It's bounced right now. Here's what the market is doing. Here's exactly what we're looking for. This is exactly what we're looking for. Market heading higher. You can see the last 4 bars right here. Green, 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 moving higher, higher. Stock down the last 4 bars. Relative weakness. It wants to go down. So does that mean that I short it right now, Pete? No, it doesn't. Well, why not? Because we have to wait for the market to crown, and we have to wait for this indicator to start rolling over and giving us a bearish cross. But right now, the indicator is saying stay long, focus on the long side. So what we do with Boeing is we could set a couple of alerts, like right here, downside alert, if that's breached, but we have to wait. We have to be patient. We put this stock on a list. We know that when the market does finally exhaust itself, this rally exhausts itself, Boeing would be one that we want to take a look at. Take another look at another stock here, HXL. I don't know the stock. Market higher, stock lower. Stock is down for the day when the market is rallying like gangbusters. Go into that D1 chart. We can see a lot of weakness. It's almost on the low. Take a look at that Boeing chart on a daily basis, by the way. Got a downward sloping trend line right here. That would be our stop out point if we were getting short Boeing. But it looks pretty weak today. I think Boeing would be good for a day trading short. I would not want to be short overnight. I think the market still has some upside to it. My target on the SPY is 288. We're getting pretty close to it. We're at 283 right now. We've got a little farther to go. I'm going to put up the 200-day and 100-day moving averages. And we're going to go into that daily chart. You can see 300 and 305. Somewhere in that range is big time resistance with those two moving averages converging up here. I don't think we even get that high because I think that the 288 level is going to be problematic for us. Right there, that is the 100-week moving average. But we still have upside. That's 50 points on the S&P 500. We've got earnings season starting to unfold. Here's one of the problems that we have with earnings season right now. I'm going to put up JPM because that was a nice short early today. And we're going to take a look at the financial sector. So banks are going to dominate the earnings scene in the course of the next week. We had really weak results from JPM. They took a huge write down on loan loss provisions, and that's the reason that they missed their number. All of the banks are weak. JP Morgan Chase also increased their lending requirements for new home buyers. You got to put 20% down, and you have to have a credit rating over 700. They're starting to tighten credit, which is not what you want to see during a economic recession. And the IMF came out today and they said that they are expecting global growth to be down 3% in 2020. They're expecting US growth to be down 5.9%. They're expecting growth in Europe to be down 7.5%. These are some weak numbers. So we need to be very, very careful about upcoming credit concerns. The initial part of this market rally has been related to coronavirus improving. I get it. That's the first step to healing, and we've had a nice bounce. But I think that as we start to get up to that 288 level and we start to get another week or two behind us, the focus starts to shift from the virus to how do we get this economy going? Can we get this economy going? Will consumers open up their wallets? This is going to take time, and I think that we start to hit some pretty heavy resistance in the course of the next week or two as earnings season unfolds. So I've given you some nice longs to take a look at. ZS is one of my favorite longs. I think that's going to perform really, really well. That's one that I would keep an eye on overnight. And then you've got a couple of others like J&J look pretty good. Walmart looks good at a new all-time high also. So those are your marching orders for the day. If I had to make a call on the market right now, I'm going to take one more look at it, see what we're doing. We've been able to claw our way back and hold these gains. It tells me that there are buyers at the low of the day right here. And I do not believe, given how far we've rallied off of that opening check right there, I believe that if anything, we've got a greater chance to finish near the high of the day than the low of the day. So look for us to reach up to that 288 level perhaps in the next week or so. So I would continue to stay long. Swing traders, I love selling out of the money bullish put spreads. That is my strategy of choice. Keep your distance from the market. Give yourself lots of cushion. Take advantage of time decay and implied volatility collapse. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you visit my new website. Take the free trial. Make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. And make sure you turn on your notifications so you don't miss trades like that $110 winner in Tesla overnight.